name is Ari Seth Cohen. I'm the author and photographer behind a project called Advanced Style, which celebrates aging and vitality. And my latest book, Advanced Love, we're celebrating the launch at the American Book Center, and it's all about inspiring couples and love stories from all over the world. Just like they love making people laugh and having fun.
Laughter is just,
It's definitely humour.
keeps everyone alive. True, very true.
Sorry for interrupting you.
No, darling, you can interrupt whenever you
We had
like.
a book launch in Los Angeles, and it was this big dance party, and all my friends from college were there, and they were the only two who came out to do karaoke till 3 a.m. with us.
That's amazing.
And they've had flown all the way from.
So I think these days I'm absolutely feeling comfortable standing out, and of course it is true that men even more so than women are very scared to wear colour, and so it's mostly greys and blacks and whites, and I think but what I do find is that when people see me in the street, they really love it and they feel happy, and I think really that's very much my motivation is to make people feel good. I'm sort of like I actually fashion myself as Tootie's handbag. And then of course if you went back to when my mum was influencing me, I was wearing blue crimple-in short sleeve safari suits with a pork pie hat. I mean that was dirty girl. And the clothes that I have and the colours that I love, which is all of them. I think
Paul's
it's
an artist. He's a painter, so he's very in touch with color.
Yes, so colour's really definitely my thing. So.
It's so funny how life goes. 6 years ago, I met a woman on the street. She was coming with a rollator, and I was sitting with her on a bench, and she said, after 20 minutes, you are the first one I'm talking to in 3 weeks. So actually I'm a makeup artist, but I thought I have to do something against this. I have to do something with the loneliness, and I think it's time to have another vision of getting older, because we put them in all people homes and we decide what's good and bad for them is, but they are wise and they have a lot of experience, so they know exactly what they want, but we took their voice. So I started a community in the north of Amsterdam, and I called it Sweet 70. They are rebellions. When I started this community, I saw your book. And your book was one big inspiration for me. So actually, it's an ode to you. And one of the things in this book are makeovers. So we are doing makeovers, and we are making dream pictures. So if somebody has a dream and he is sure that he is not becoming a pilot anymore, we make a pilot. The second book. This is very embarrassing. Sorry. 3 years ago, or 4 years ago, my husband died. We had a very good relationship for 32 years. And my birthday was last February. And my daughter wanted to give me a book, and she said, "I'm not sure if you're ready for this book." And she gave me your second book. I thought, this is how, this is how it has to be.
so personal to me. But not all photography has to be that. But if you're looking for that thing, I mean, you just have to keep exploring and keep shooting and keep meeting people and keep learning. But I think in your heart, you know when you see something that, like, you have that feeling.
Are there any gay couples in your book?
Everyone's in my book, but yeah, there's gay couples, there's lesbian couples, there's a couple that were started off as man and women, and now they're woman and woman. I mean, there's you know, I always like my work to be representative of as many people as I can find to be a part of a project. I just actually did a project about gay couples, and a lot of them are for Harlem, and the photos are being shown in Times Square right now.
Oh, wow.
Which I have not in New York, so I'm not going to see it.
About couples who had been together forever, sort of, and I was wondering how they did it. But there was also, especially this one couple that were together just for 2 years, and I really liked that. There was all this difference, you know, gay couples and straight couples, but also the fact that not everybody stays together for 50 years, but they also have renewed loves.
Yeah. The hopeful thing about it, you know? And then, like, yeah, I mean, we're all lucky if it even happens for 5 minutes, you know?
You've mentioned that you love older people. How did that come to be? How did you find your love for older people?
It started with my grandmother, Bluma, and all the wisdom she shared with me, and we had this very deep connection, and so I always looked at aging as a very positive thing because of my grandmother, and she's my biggest inspiration to this day. When she passed away, I was filled with this incredible sense of loss and wanted to do something to reconnect with her and her spirit and also celebrate her. And so when I moved to New York City, a city she told me to move to when I was a kid, eventually I started to meet all these women, and they reminded me of the spirit of my grandmother.
Yeah. So you mentioned your grandmother. Did she always wear very colorful, quirky clothes?
No, it was really more about her spirit than it was about her style. And even my books to this day are more about character and spirit and attitude than they are about the clothes you wear. It's about creativity, it's about being who you are. That's just the way that some of these women express that vitality. So, but my other grandma was very elegant and chic, and I always take, you know, I always have these great memories of her, you know, going out on the town dressed beautifully. So, yeah, but it was my other grandma, Bluma, was her spirit.